seen a woman with a purple bruise around her eye, and on her whole left side was bruises from her hairline all the way to her chin. I asked her, "What happened to you?" She said she fell. I said, "How?" She said, "Back home." And I said, "Where? On black ice?" She didn't go into detail about it, and I said to her, after I was silent for a while, I said to her, "If someone did that to you, leave and don't look back." No one has the right to put their hands on you. As she was buying more alcohol, I told her, get the book by True You by Erica Rock. I highly recommend the sessions, and get the forgiveness prayers by Howard Rose. If you've never done anything spiritual, it'd be the best decision you've ever made in your life. And the only thing you'll be wishing is that you've done it sooner. You wish you would have done it sooner. Then I seen a woman with a baby, maybe a few months old. The baby was in a carrier, a rocking carrier, in a freezing cold supermarket with his legs bare, his feet bare, his arms bare, his hands bare, and his head bare. He just had a blanket on him and maybe a bodysuit. She left her phone in between his legs on the carrier while she was paying for her food. I went to see the baby. I picked up her phone and gave it to her. I wrapped the baby up from head to toe and around his head. He stopped crying. The last place you want to leave your cell phone is anywhere near your baby. If you know nothing about the damage a cell phone does to you, then please educate yourself on what it can do to your newborn. The second time I seen her, and the second time this child was crying. Excuse me. Third thing today was, I never knew what it meant, what kosher food meant. I find out that, I don't know, I only know very little about it, and I only learned of something about it today. Kosher is what, from my understanding, is letting you know what part of the animal you can eat. And that slaughter is okay because it eliminates pain for the animal. Now, I don't know where this information came from, but I feel that it's pure evil. If you think I'm wrong, then I ask you to meditate. Silence your mind. Go into your heart and ask your heart, is kosher food healthy for you to eat? Is it okay to eat a slaughtered animal? And does slaughtering eliminate the pain? An animal was slaughtered so you can eat it. Does it eliminate pain for that animal? And is it okay to call food kosher? And is it okay to eat parts of an animal just because it's labeled kosher? That's the biggest crock I've ever heard of in my freaking life. Now, I don't know where this came from, but I feel it's only hurting people in unknown ways. Meditate on that. Ask your heart, is it okay to eat a slaughtered animal? Is it okay to eat parts of an animal? And does slaughtering eliminate the pain from an animal? I don't like lies. And I know for a fact it's unhealthy to ingest suffering of any kind. If you want the information, you can reach me at rainadhabsburg@gmail.com, and I'll send you the information. Or you can go find it yourself. If you've never done anything spiritual in your life, and you've never believed in meditation or breath work, and you've never stilled your mind, I highly recommend you do so. Because if you are being a slave to your mind and you are listening to every thought going off in your head, you got some serious work to do on yourself. Because you have no peace if you have constant chatter. And I'm so bothered by this word kosher and what they call kosher foods. I feel they're doing a disservice to everyone who believes in kosher food. I feel that they're deliberately hurting people in unknown ways. Meditate on that and see what you get. I don't like liars. And I don't believe in telling people anything just so that you can make a profit. And ask yourself this. Ask your heart. What can you do to protect nature? To protect the trees, to protect the food source of nature? And ask your heart how you can be the change you want to see in the world. How many orphans have you helped? Have you helped anyone but yourself and your own family? Have you helped anyone that you didn't know before? Now, I've been sick. It'll be 2 weeks this Sunday. I'm so sick of coughing my head off. But around here, I can't get what I need because they're too busy. Just the markets here are too busy filling the shelves with feeding the addiction that people are used to, rather than healthy alternatives. And then when I go to talk to the people at the markets, they look at me like I have 3 heads because I'm not one of the like they can't understand what I'm doing in this area because I don't eat what everybody else eats around here. But I care not about people's opinion of me. I know it works for me, and I'm not going to give in. All I know is I'm fed up with lies, and I'm fed up with people trying to take from others what doesn't belong to them. And no matter what they do, they will never have it. Because it's not meant for them. If they wanted it, they should have been focused on themselves, on how to improve themselves rather than try to take from another what never belonged to them. And then try to ruin somebody's reputation because of their hate and their jealousy and their insecurity. And then trying to copy and claim what was never theirs. You can look into somebody's face and know whether they're telling the truth. And if they're walking around and they've stolen somebody else's ID, and they robbed their house, and they're walking around with somebody else's birth certificate, and somebody else's social security, and somebody else's license claiming to be them, and they look nothing like the name that they're supposedly saying that they are, that will catch up to them. And then they will regret all of the horrible things that they've done to others for greed. Because they can't make it on their own with their own name and who they are. And if people knew what they've done, they wouldn't want anything to do with them. To deliberately wrong somebody and make up lies about others just so that people will respect you and think that you're something special. When they find out you lied, all because of greed, you'll have nothing and no one. Because nobody wants anything to do with garbage like that.
Meditate on that. See what your heart tells you. If your heart will even speak to you. If you were paid off and you were bribed, you lose everything. Things you never even knew about. That's got to be the dumbest move anybody could ever make. To go against somebody they never even met before and write out stupid reports. Lies, all for money. Well, that way of thinking and being is done, finished, dead, over and out, gone forever. And everyone involved, you've destroyed yourself, you destroyed everyone you're involved with, you destroyed people before you, destroyed people with you, destroyed people after you. You have no idea what you've done. And it's too little, too late. So, don't know what will happen. But I just know you lost everything because you thought that you were going to win. You thought you had the upper hand. All while laughing behind somebody's back. While trying to make them suffer and look bad. Now, you'll always look bad to everyone else. Because of the extreme you went to try to hurt and harm others. But, meditate on that. See what your heart tells you, if your heart will even speak to you. I suggest get to work. Get the book The True You by Erica Rock. Do the sessions and get the Forgiveness Prayers by Howard Wells. And if you've done horrible thing after horrible thing after horrible thing and it was just endless cycle, I don't even know if it's possible for you to recover from that. Don't know. But you made your bed, now lay in it. This is why I say I made spirituality a priority above all else, and I don't care who liked it and I don't care who didn't. I don't care how I had to live. I don't care how many attempts that there have been on my life, because I chose spirituality and made it a priority. I don't give a crap about anyone's 2 cents about me until they walked a mile in my shoes and experienced everything that I experienced. I care not. But I know I intend to succeed. I came here for everything and I intend to get it. And I don't care who likes it and who doesn't. And if you're pretending to be me with my license, you really think that nobody else knows what you're doing and that you're carrying around a false license, you'll never get what doesn't belong to you and never will. If you sold your soul to the devil, you're done. I had this dream where at the time I was walking around over people and everyone that was around me was dead. So if you went above and beyond to do things to hurt others, what do you think you are? Meditate on that and see what your heart tells you. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't need to. But I suggest you still your mind. Go within, focus on your breathing and meditate.
and see what your heart tells you. If you have any comments, you can reach me at reinadhabspyrg@gmail.com. And I'll see you next time.